Hey YouTube, Richician of Team Sorcerers here with the last video of this series of decks focused on a certain mechanic. I've covered all the main ones that focus on one mechanic. Now I'm just wrapping things up with the decks that either focus on all of them or just don't really use the extra deck much at all. I mean, Dark Magician technically uses all the summoning mechanics, well, Pendulums being the only exception here. Magician Girls don't focus on the extra deck really, but it has one, whereas my cats also use, well, near enough all the, well actually yeah, they use all the extra deck summoning mechanics, but yeah, of course doesn't have rituals or pendulums. This is the only one with rituals in there. So yeah, let's start things off with my favourite and signature deck, Dark Magician. Even got the original copy of it in there. Oh, and it's actually not in order. 1 second. Right, and we're back with my 3 Dark Magicians. At the very least, for a pure build, I still think 3 is better. It just wouldn't feel right otherwise. Maybe like back in the day, before the support from Dark Illusion came out, 2 is the maximum, but yeah, 3 is definitely a must. Although if I'm playing the Primite engine, I guess 2's all good, but I'm personally not interested in Primites. I'd rather just keep it pure. And Dark Magician Girl, not my original copy, but yeah, the Magician's Force one I got for Christmas in 2005, back when it wasn't like hundreds of pounds or something. Yeah, a lot of these cards I've played for a long time. Like, this is my longest running deck, and I've just played it since the mid-2000s. Well, despite playing Legendary Hero for a little bit, I've still got my heart in here. Obviously not all of these I've had for years, not the newer support, but yeah. And here's the playset of Magician's Souls that I got from that epic case opening that me and Weber's 5 did, and the 2 Illusion of Chaoses, I think. Yeah, this is technically the second time I've played a ritual monster in my Dark Magician deck, because in 2019, like long before this came out, I did try running a single copy of Magician of Chaos, but then I ended up needing other things. And here's the 3 circles, which I had a hard time obtaining when it first came out. I think I did buy one on the day of the sneak peek. Then when me and Dragon Master 25 did that most of a case opening of Dark Illusion, I got one, and then from some prize packs that I won as a locals, I got the 3rd one. That was awesome. Here's the Japanese Ultimate Rare from Rarity Collection 1, gifted by Silver Cyclone. Yeah, I do like this Ultimate Rare. Then again, I like any version of an Ultimate Rare. Ultras are my favourite rarity still, but Ultimate's definitely a close second. Yeah, even Dark Magic Attack is in here still. But yeah, like I was saying, I've played this deck for many years, like since the mid-2000s. Even when competitive players would call it crap and whatever, I just didn't pay attention, and I still just wanted to play the deck. Yeah, because it's my favourite card, my ace monster, and you know, it's just a rule I have. Yeah, again, Pot of Greed's in here just because, well, again, it's under Richician format. An original print at Regeki, that's really cool. And my favourite traps, Eternal Soul. Wish I had room for a third, because, well, I do love having as many as possible. 2 always works out fine. Still got Mirror Force in here, my original copy. Well, my second original copy, because the first ever copy I traded away after it got banned. I don't know why I did that, but luckily I was able to get hold of this one, which I've had for 20 years now, and it's just always been in my Dark Magician deck and Legendary Hero deck. I know battle traps don't get commonly played nowadays, but it's still nice to have it anyway. I just feel comfortable having it in the deck. Also giving it a feel of Yugi and a Tem as well. Storming, Quaking and Drowning are better, like by far, but the original is great, and like even nowadays people don't expect it. I mean, even when I first played against Sean from TTR, I think it was this card, or Storming, just took him by surprise. But yeah, naturally, competitive players still just don't expect it. I mean, I acknowledge that the way the game is, there's no point playing them, but I still think it's worth it, even in just casual games. Starlight Road, just more protection for my back row, because I know when playing this, Eternal Soul's drawback can really hurt this deck, so I need to be able to protect it at all costs. If I was still playing current format and just not playing Pot of Greed, obviously, then that would be Judgment of Anubis as well. Very underrated, and it's my effect negation. I chose Breakthrough Skill over the second strike, because as I've said before, we're looking to limit Solemn Strike in my format, and I thought I'd go with Breakthrough Skill, because, well, I've already got a few ways to stop attacks anyway, plus Breakthrough Skill can serve multiple purposes. If I'm not using it to negate a monster effect, I can send it off Magician's Souls for a draw, and then of course it has its use in the graveyard. But yeah, no idea what to drop for the Gaze of Timaeus when it comes out. Well, here's the extra deck, again 20 cards, because like I said before, extra deck limit is 20, but yeah, I don't play all of these in my online build, but still got 2 copies of Dark Magician the Dragon Knight. I just feel comfortable having 2. Master of Chaos, of course, Amulet Dragon, one of my original copies, Dark Magician, the Knight of Dragon Magic, good old Dark Paladin, that's an original print as well, a classic, and one of my favourite fusions, and the only other negate that I'm allowing in my format, the other being Majestic Star Dragon, as I said in the other video, but yeah, Dark Paladin, well, it's a fan favourite, and very iconic. I don't like the spell negating effect. I'd rather not use it unless I have to, but it doesn't come out very often anyway, and the Eye of Timaeus is the only way I can summon it, but even when I do, it's just attack the game with it, really. But yeah, again, I still say that I'm not one of those duelists who plays to not let the opponent play. That's just because that's just no fun. Yeah, he only comes out for special occasions, but I still like having him there. Dark Cavalry, don't have this in my online build, actually. I just go to Edo Pro real quick and find my pure Dark Magician deck. Gone right past it now. Yeah, that's not there, but I think this can also only be summoned off Eye of Timaeus unless I use any of the warriors I have in the extra deck. But yeah, that's just another option. Then 2 copies of the Dark Magicians. These I've had since the Epic case opening. I think 2 is pretty standard. Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight. Again, not in my online build due to the lack of space, but that's something else I can go into with the Eye of Timaeus if need be. And then Gaia, the Dragon Champion, just to summon off Knight of Dragon Magic, and then a couple of extras which I also don't have in the online build, but they're here anyway. Quintet Magician and Guardian Chimera. I think these I did summon in a boss battle just for lols, but yeah, without Magicalized Fusion, Quintet's just not easy to bring out. I do like the card, but yeah, I don't know how much longer it's going to stay in the deck, to be honest. Guardian Chimera I hardly use, so if anything I'll probably drop these for Dark Magician of Destruction and Timaeus, the Magi Dragon, the other fusion. Don't know yet. And that's all the fusions. Yeah, it's mainly fusion based. I could have said it was a fusion deck, but again, because I do other things like some main deck stuff and use other types of monsters, I just wasn't sure about putting it in that category. Of course, it does run all the extra deck monsters. I mean, still got good old Stardust Dragon, which I can only summon off Starlight Road. Yeah, I wanted to have him, obviously. I couldn't tell you how long I've had this ultimate rare Stardust Dragon, and would you believe I got it very cheap on eBay? It only cost me like about £2.73. So yeah, that was an absolute bargain. I'm assuming this is worth a lot more than that now. But yeah, I don't remember when I got it, but yeah, that's just a nice option to have as well. And then of course my Xyz lineup is pretty small as well. I only got Draco Sack, Big Eye, aka just one Cornetto, plus Ebon High Magician. Yeah, all really cool extra deck monsters. Yeah, I don't have the Ebon High in my online build though. I'm not running Ebon Illusion Magician anymore because, well, I feel like Magician's Soul just clashes with it too much. And I use Magician's Souls a lot, whereas Ebon can only special summon a normal spellcaster from the hand or deck, not the graveyard. Shame, really, because if it could special summon from the graveyard, I'd still be running it. And Ebon High is just a cool, underrated card. I mean, it feels like me and Dragon Master pulled like 1 million of these. And then the only 3 links I'm running: Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos, my favourite link monster, which I pulled from a pack back in 2019. Like, that was so awesome. And I bought several packs which cost me about 40 quid, and I think at the time this was about 46 quid or something like that. So I'd made more than my money's worth back. So it was great. And Doc the Dark Charmer glue me just because I can, and Artemis just to link off the Magician's Rod and set up for its second effect. And then I would tribute the Artemis to get the rod back to hand, and it's a light which fuels Master of Chaos. And yeah, obviously Dragoon's not in here, because it's banned in my format. And yeah, it just got so annoying when people were either questioning me or on why I'm not playing it, and just giving me shit for hating it and not playing it in this deck. Yeah, that just happened way too much, like in 2022. But it's like, well, not everyone likes Dragoon. You know, not everyone has to do things the same way as everyone else, especially those of us who don't even play competitively. So it's like, what's the big deal? But plus, it's my deck and no one else's, and I have every right to run it how I want to. But yeah, cards like Dragoon, yeah, played a part in me just leaving current format tournaments and leaving the current format. It was just too much degenerate bullshit and too many arguments over them, which I just got sick and tired of. Plus it just also annoys me when people call these newer cards, Dark Magician of Destruction, the other fusion plus the Gaze of Timaeus, bad. I ranted about this in a Q&A episode already, but yeah, how can they say that though? There's no such thing as a bad card. Plus, you know, not everything in the game has to be competitive. You know, there's just so much more to this game than just the competitive side. I mean, I practically refuse to acknowledge the existence of the competitive side. There was another comment in a video I saw that I didn't like, which was Dark Magician can't stand on its own. But I strongly disagree with that, considering I've won 5 tournaments with my Dark Magician deck, like 5 local ones, or, well, 3 if you count the modern support. So even that by itself just proves that it can stand on its own. In fact, if I wanted to, I could go back to playing in current format tournaments, even with these 3 new cards, you know, and play it and kick some ass just to prove them wrong. Hell, plus, if I did want to, I could play Dragoon and Ash Blossom in this deck. Yeah, if I really wanted to. Because, you know, whenever someone calls a card or a deck bad, it just makes me want to prove them wrong. But yeah, going back to playing in those isn't going to happen anyway. Plus, you know, I shouldn't have to prove anything to anyone, you know. But anyway, moving on, I'll just showcase Magician Girls. I guess a more casual build of Dark Magician, even though this is a casual build of Dark Magician. Yeah, the Magician Girls are a lot of fun. But yeah, they really do need more support. I mean, the monster lineup is fine, but I feel like they need some spells and traps to just add consistency and even make it less bricky. doesn't brick a lot, but yeah, Pot of Prosperity definitely helps. Yeah, it doesn't brick a lot, but there's two. But there can be situations where I don't see Blue Boy, Berry, or Chocolate, and it's like, this could be troublesome. And yeah, I'm playing one of my other copies of Imperm in here over Strike. I know Imperm should be a 3 of, but again, I only own a playset of 3. So yeah, I have no choice but to spread it around. Yeah, here's the extra deck, even though, like I said, Magician Girls don't heavily focus on the extra deck. But it's nice to have some options, playing similar fusions as well to what's in my Dark Magician deck. Yeah, all of these, I should say all of these I can summon off Aya Timaeus. The Dark Magicians can come out through Secrets of Dark Magic. Actually, Guardian Chimera can also be summoned off Secrets of Dark Magic as well. So yeah, another cool option. And Quintet's really easy to bring out in this deck because there's so many spellcasters with different names. And last but by no means least, the most casual deck I own, and is the weakest, but still a lot of fun. Yeah, it's just a load of cuteness, really. High monster count as well. Yeah, just because of my love for cats. I still haven't got to use the effect of Depressed Pod yet. Yeah, I could run more polymerizations, but I'm just not sure. Yeah, I need to do something about these odd rarities of Pot of Avarice, because I've got 1 gold and 1 secret here. Oh, I forgot to modify this one. I need to switch one of these Solemn Strikes out for a Fiendish Chain. Just because of the plans to limit Solemn Strike in my format. And yeah, again, it's a deck that focuses on all the extra deck summoning mechanics. And again, not all of these are in my online build. Yeah, I'm not playing as many Melfi Exceeses as in my Melfi deck, but hey ho. Thunder Unicorn's a nice techie card to play, especially if I'm under Obedience Schooled, and here's all the fusions I can bring out, including an original print of Guardian Chimera. I would have put this in my Dark Magician deck, yeah, because I like playing lots of original prints of cards in there, but yeah, I just love playing the Ultras too much, but still, the secret rare Guardian Chimera is quite a flex. Whereas Master of Ham's probably the easiest one to bring out, whereas Trish can't ever use its effect, because I don't play any dragons in the main deck, but yeah, it's just a cool 2700 beat stick. But yeah, that's going to do it, guys. Those are all of my decks. I've shown you all the ones based on one certain summoning mechanic in the last 6 videos, and I've just shown you the ones that focus on all of them, or just don't really use the extra deck at all. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed this little series. And yeah, thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you later. Bye.